Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tracy and I attended Melbourne Center for Personal Growth for burglaries, battery charges, and violating my probation multiple times, which consequently led up to 3 residential programs. I was raised in Broward County, Florida. I was adopted when I was 1 into a family of 7. I'm the youngest of 5 and have over 30 cousins, which I'm also the youngest of, so it's a little crazy. So before I attended AMI, I was out on the street scamming people, stealing, having a no-care attitude, pretty much anything to get by and just please myself, pretty selfish. So I turned 18 this past April and matured significantly during my stay at Melbourne Center for Personal Growth. While I was in the program, I learned that hard work pays off, that if you have faith in yourself, you could pretty much accomplish anything. I pretty much passed my EKG, which is electrocardiogram technician certification test, my CPR, GED, Safe Serve, and my personal trainer certification test. And I never really thought that I was smart enough to accomplish all that because I literally went from a thief to somebody who actually had a shot in the world and never had a job that was legitimate before. So that opened up a lot of doors. I was the first student to pass the fitness training certification test and also the first one to leave with it. So I was thinking, it was kind of difficult to find a job in the first place in that course because I have no experience. So what I did was I moved up to North Carolina to my aunt and uncle's house so I could get away from everybody from the city that I'm from. And I managed to get this internship at this company called Anytime Fitness, and it was really like a competition to see who could be the best trainer. So pretty much, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the best one. I had no experience. I just knew all the book stuff, pretty much like the nerd, but the other kid was pretty big, so they hired him. So I was like, okay, now I'm kind of stuck here. I got all these nice papers and certifications and everything, but how do I put them into use? So while I was trying to formulate my plan, I worked at Lowe's food store up in North Carolina. I know down here in Florida, people have no idea what that is. I had no idea myself. I also worked at Heritage Kitchen, Pool, and Bar, and I did get a lot of experience working at the program in the kitchen. And I didn't get paid for it, but that was a great experience because yeah, you have a lot of arguments with the kids who you work with because you live with them and constantly around them. So you get used to dealing with them and working with them, and it's just like that in the real world, except you don't have to live with them, thank God. The season came to an end working there because up in North Carolina it starts to get real cold, and I'm not used to that. But so I did find a job as a server at the local Olive Garden, and that too is a good experience, just getting to know people, being more diverse, making connections. So I was thinking, okay, well, I did improve myself. I graduated. I should be going to college, I try to set my standard higher. So I did get accepted to Polk State College down in Lakeland, Florida. And I really have a lot of family support. I'm not going to lie, my relationship with my parents was pretty, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, was horrible. But it got a lot better. I guess we just need time off. That's what most people need. So I am going to be in a whole nother city that I've never been in before, but I do like a challenge, so I'm definitely open to it. And my sister, she's been supporting me all along. I really haven't had any letters from any of my so-called friends from Broward County write me while I was in the program, but I noticed that mostly my family would write me, so that's kind of who I lean towards at this point. You get to see who's really there for you, who really cares, and who's trying to take advantage of you. It was like right in front of my face when I came back out. People are like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Dude, where were you this whole time?" Anyways, so my sister helped me. Well, pretty much she talked to the gym that she goes to, the owner of it, and I have a potential interview with them, and I'm pretty confident. So right now I'm just working on myself, and I think that all the kids following, I guess, my footsteps and with taking that course is they need to be more physically active, you know, because you can't, that's like, hold on, what's a good example? That's like teaching skateboarding and you don't even know how to skateboard. So I think that'd be good if maybe they could get out there more at gyms and volunteer or just shadow, you know, learn stuff and just help clean up or something. I mean, I know that, of course, you guys would have to pay gas for the kids to come and go, pay staff members and everything, but I think in the long run it'd be worth it to get the kids some experience if they're taking that course. And down in Space Coast, they have so many, I guess, opportunities because pretty much when I came, that's when they first started all the certifications. And by the time I left, there's a good 5, 6 different certifications that everybody could get. And I did talk to people when I left the program, kids who left before me, and it's really clear what their mindset is afterwards. Most of them, I'd say a good 70% are still doing the same old things that they're doing, but a little bit street smarter, and you can't really do anything to help them. I mean, you could give them the whole world, but when it comes down to it, they just don't want help. Like, I was trying to help one of my friends find a job, and I went online and I found one, and he's like, you know what, I'd rather just sell than go work here. I'm like, hey, well, I can't help you. I'll still give him advice, but there's only so much that you could do. But for everybody who does want to change, I think it's like the small things that matter. And people who really do want to change, they don't know anything else before they come to the program. They don't know about working. They just think of any way that they could hustle anybody, and I think they need to be exposed to stuff like that. Hold on a second. So I'd like to thank everybody in this room, because I'm not sure specifically of what everybody does, but I know that everybody's here to help pretty much people who, like I used to be, you know, people who have rough past and everything, because really we don't know what most people go through, or they just don't tell anybody. So there's so much evil out there, and I think that the positivity is a lot more stronger, and that even if, you know, it's like tough doing all this stuff, tough working and everything, but I think it's worth it. I mean, even if all you guys change one person's life, I think it's worth it in the long run, because it's just a ripple effect, you know. So I would really like to thank Mr. Don from Space Coast. Now, here's one of the small things that I'm talking about. Pretty much at the end of a kid's stay at the program, after graduation, we usually go out for like dinner, and Mr. Don pays for it himself. And I think stuff like that just shows literally firsthand that people really do care. And, you know, you just have a good time talking to everybody, and I mean, that's really all I got to say right now. I can't come to